Hi guys, it's Susan from Second Act. How are you? I am here for my week 27 update. And I actually realized that on March 27th, I had my 6 month surgiversary, which is unbelievable to me. I mean, I literally cannot believe that a half a year has gone by. That is insane to me. Um, so and I was averaging out the weight that I've lost. I'm almost at a 60-pound loss, not quite. I'm about 4 pounds away from that. So a little frustrating, and we'll get into my stats in a minute here. But so I've averaged almost 10 pounds a month, a little over 9 pounds a month, which, I'm not breaking any weight loss records here, but you know what? Hey, I'll take it. It's, weight that is gone, and, I feel so great. So that's kind of what this past week has been about for me. I've had some really high highs, some great NSVs, and then, weighing myself this morning wasn't great. So let's get into stats. Okay, so again, surgery was on September 27th, 2016, with Dr. Mark Zare in San Jose, California, at Good Samaritan Hospital. VSG surgery. And my high weight was 240, my surgery weight was 225, and today's weight was 184. Poop, poop, poop. So that is a pound up from last week. I was 183 last week. So where did that 1 pound come from? Well, I know that I wasn't perfect this week. I wasn't bad. I mean, I'm just not overall eating bad, but I did fall into a bad habit, old habits this past week where I was making my husband dinner. It was just a quick, dinner. I looked in the freezer to see what we had, and my husband kind of wanted to go with some Chinese food. So I cooked some, egg rolls, and I thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pop in two for myself as well. So I cooked those, and as soon as I started eating them, I was just like, this doesn't even taste good to me. But of course, I finished the two egg rolls, and I just felt gross after eating them. Not sick gross, but just, like it wasn't clean eating, and it just didn't feel good. And so sure enough, I got on the scale the next day, and the weight was up. And, that's just because of all the sodium and preservatives and basically crap that they put in that type of food. And I knew better. So then I was a little upset with myself for falling back into old habits. That's totally something I would have done before. So I really, really, really need to catch myself and not fall into those bad habits, and, take the time to make something for myself that is healthy and clean eating, because I now more than ever really feel awful after eating like that. And, on this journey, I really want to learn new um, thinking patterns and habits, and I don't want to fall back into those old habits. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted something this morning, and I have to read it here. So, no matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. And that really resonated with me today because even though I'm upset that I've gained a pound this week, I know where it came from. It was from me not prepping my food like I should have this past week, for allowing myself to eat, in a manner that I know I shouldn't have and didn't even enjoy. It wasn't even as though I ate those and was like, oh, I love this. This is so good and it's so worth it. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It didn't taste good. It didn't feel good. And so, I'm now paying the consequence for that. So I'm up a pound. But because I really don't want to get down on myself, I'm not going to. That is one of the things on this journey that I am just going to take things in stride. I'm going to know that this is a little tiny speed bump in the journey, and just go over it slowly, and then you're past it and move on. Because the worst thing I want to do is get down on myself and go into this downward spiral where I'm, getting down on myself, and then one thing leads to another, and then before you know it, you're sabotaging yourself, and I'm not going to do that. And I'm even kind of, as I'm saying this, going, you talked about this last week, so why are we still talking about it this week? I should be talking about how well I did this week. So, bad on me. I'm going to wake up to that. So today, actually, I've declared this a liquids only day. I got up, I made a protein shake, had some fruit, and I'm really going to prep some items for the rest of this week. Because for me, that is key. Food prepping is everything, you know, because I want that fast gratification. I don't eat what I eat, what my husband eats, so it's funny. So I will make my husband, salmon and broccoli and, this great meal. But it's funny because I'm not really a salmon person. And so I'm making him this very healthy meal, but yet I'm not making it for myself, so I'll go grab something else. And sometimes I just tend to grab whatever the quickest thing is going to satisfy me. And if I have food that's prepped in the refrigerator, I'll tend to eat that. So prep is key for me this week. So I need to get back on that. So having said that, this was a week of real ups and downs, because for the majority of the week, I really was feeling so great. As most of you know, I'm a daily weigher. So at one point I was down to 182. I think it was even 182.1. I don't usually give the points, but in this case I just thought, oh, I'm on the verge of 181. And so now, from my lowest point this week, I'm up 2 pounds. So that is, not where I wanted to be. So, having said that, I'm going to read off some of my NSVs this week that, was just giving me a great week. One of them is I have these certain pair of pajamas that didn't even fit me before my surgery. I mean, I could not have worn them. They were so tight. And so as I started losing the weight, I fit into them. So I started wearing them again. And it's just funny because this past week I had them on, and it's funny how your mind plays games with you, because these pants are now literally like hanging on my hip bones, like just ready to fall off. And in my mind, I was like, gosh, God, the elastic on these pants have really stretched out. I guess it's time to throw these away because they're just not, in shape anymore. And it dawned on me after I'm thinking that, I'm like, wait a minute, you've lost almost 60 pounds. That's why they're falling off of you. It's not that the waist stretched out, it's that you've shrunk. And so that was a little aha moment, that I had, where I was like, oh, okay. There isn't always a logical reason why something is falling off of you. It's not always that your clothes have stretched. Acknowledge that you've lost weight, that you've earned this. So that was a little fun aha moment that I had this past week, in realizing that no, my waistband hadn't stretched out on those pajama bottoms. I've shrunk. So that was a good NSV to come across this week. The other one I had, my sister years and years ago had bought me this little Kona t-shirt from Hawaii, and I always thought it was so cute, but it was so tiny that I couldn't wear it. I mean, even at the time she bought it for me, it was a little tight on me then, and I saw it in the closet, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll try this on, and it fit, and it was so cute. So I was like, this is so great, because now I've said this in the last couple of videos, but I'm truly, truly fitting in some of the very smallest clothes that I have in my closet now. So that's exciting for me. And I mean, if you've seen my Instagram, I can't help it. I'm just so excited that I'm fitting into some of these clothes, that I have been posting some, outfit pictures there. Because again, your mind just sort of plays games on you, and you just, it takes you a while to really catch up and believe that you are where you are. So that's a fun discovery as well. Um, so sorry, I'm reading my notes here, if I can read my writing. Um, yeah, so just along the theory of what I posted on Instagram, the lesson I want to learn from this journey this time is that I need to learn that there are going to be speed bumps that happen along this journey, not to get upset by them, and to really just stay on track. And not only that, but um, before I would have a bad day and I would just think, oh, well, I've already blown it. Let me just keep blowing it today and I'll start again tomorrow. No, I'm not going to do that this time. This time, you need to catch it right away. And that's how people who have always maintained their weight do it. I have several girlfriends who are faithful about their exercise class. I've called them and asked them if they want to do things. And they're like, no, sorry, I've got an exercise class. And of course, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, blow it off. Who cares? But they won't. That's their mentality. And that's why they're in shape like they are. My sister has never had a weight issue. My sister has always been, 110 pounds, a size 2. If she has ever gotten to a size 4, I think she's freaked out. So, but I'll notice with my sister that as soon as she feels like she's gaining a couple pounds, she gets on it immediately. And that's what needs to be done. And that's the lesson that I have to learn this time, because that is our detriment, is that letting a few pounds slip here and there will eventually lead down a slippery slope. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm really, really trying to be cognitively aware of that. And so I need to take measures of getting back on track. So that's why when I stepped on the scale today, that's why I was like, I've got to do the liquid diet today. And I'm not really one for these fad diets. I mean, I really believe that just eating clean and, trying to exercise is the way to do it. And I really do believe that. So I have not jumped on, the keto bandwagon or, any of these other things. Great for anybody who does it and it works for them, and I'm sure that there are certain body types that probably really do benefit for something like that. I just kind of believe in keeping what I'm eating clean, staying away from what I know doesn't work for me, for instance the carbs, but I really want to try to keep a balance of healthy eating. But today I am going to do the juice only, just trying to clean that body of the toxins that have built up, and then I'll go back to the clean eating tomorrow. And hopefully I'll spend the day, prepping the food. I'm doing a Costco run today, so I'm going to just pick up items that will be helpful in that endeavor. So that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. I think there's going to be constant lessons learned throughout this journey. You get to a point where you feel like you're getting to a comfort level, and that's my problem. And I think I've said this before. That's why I was so anxious to get to the 170s, because the 170s is without a doubt my comfort level. And, because of the size 12 clothes that I've been fitting in, I definitely have come into this arena now where I'm feeling comfortable with myself, feeling good about myself. But this is the danger zone for me. This is where I've run into trouble with any other diet I've ever done in the past. I reach this comfort zone and I start to become lax with what I do. And that is what I need to keep my eye on this time. I really need to work through this period of feeling comfortable and really keep in mind that I still have quite a bit of weight I want to lose, and that I have another goal. And my goal is not to just get to 170 and then start gaining weight again. And certainly I haven't even gotten to the 170s yet, so I can't be doing it now. So, I'm just going to take this with a grain of salt and move forward and try to be better this coming week. So, I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you so much. I see I have a couple new subscribers. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate your comments. and your videos as well, because I really learn a lot and get a lot of inspiration from your videos, and I sincerely mean that. So I will talk to you guys again next week, okay? Take care. Bye.